Hey y'all, Fat Man Outdoors. Gonna do a little video here to finish up what we've been doing with the 4570s. I wanted to show y'all something about, it's a little unique, but it works very well, about my powder storage and how I deal with that. You know, powder is very humidity sensitive, and you can't have an area where you can get moisture to it. And if you could get it in something that's watertight or airtight, that would be that much better. Well, I found a very convenient thing that you can get. Most time you can find them pretty much in a junkyard or something that they've quit working and people just got rid of them, or somebody buys a new one and take out the old one. You may need to clean them out a little bit to get them where they don't smell or something, but automatic dishwasher works great. When you throw this little handle on this thing, it seals the door, and it's inside a plastic tub that has no holes in it except for the drain line, which is stopped up. So when you pull this to pull the door shut, it makes this a sealed system. It's watertight, so no moisture, no humidity changes or anything like that can happen inside here because there's no water in it. So then I open it up, and then you can see I've got an 8-pound bucket of powder in here, which will fit no problem. And right now I've just got 4 different powders out here that I've been doing some work with. The rest of them I've not brought out to the shop yet, but this thing would probably hold 30 cans of 1-pound powder easily. And these little prongs that stick up, you can break them off to kind of make the whole thing kind of modular to fit whatever you need. Powder's put away, set it back up in its container, push it back up into its new waterproof home, and there we go. Alright y'all, now what we're going to do is we're going to set us up one of these bullets to be our standard bullet, what we want to load by. So now I've took a bullet and I've started it straight in the case, and I've put it in the shell holder. I've got the die backed out to where I know it's not going to contact the die yet, and I've got the bullet seeder backed way out. I'm going to start just up into the die. Let's make sure we're not doing anything with the bullet hole, the bullet seeder. So I'll make sure of that. Now I'm going to screw this down until I can feel contact, and I'm going to make sure that I move the bullet seeder that it's not touching anything. I don't want it to touch the bullet yet. And we're in good shape there. It's not touching the bullet. Got to be careful. This is the part that you got to be real careful with right here. Okay, now screw the die down till it touches. It's sitting on the rim of the case right there. Now what I want to do is I'm going to screw down the bullet seeder, and then I'm going to take it out. Nope, nowhere close, so we know we got to go a lot further. Let's go about half a turn. Now I'm going to take my caliper. I'm going to measure this. It is 271. And I'm going to look at my paperwork for 4570 Govt, and it says max overall length 2.55. So we got to come down some more. So I'll hold that. There's 2.538. I want to take it down just a scooch more. Okay, now it's 2.521. I'll take that. Alright, I think we're good to go now. Check the crimp. The crimp looks good. Check the COL. I'm actually going to stretch that out just a little bit more. You can fine tune this stuff as you go. You can always go shorter. You have trouble going longer. I ain't got the bolts tightened up in this press, and it makes a heck of a noise using it. Still going to open it up just a wee bit. We're right at 5.2. Now the numbers that they give you in this paperwork, that's SAMI spec, okay? SAMI spec says that if you make it no more than 2.55, that it should fit any rifle. That's how SAMI spec works. Works off the same thing with diameter and with the case length and all that stuff. Let's put another one in and get that one done. Alright, now this is one of the Winchester cases. Let's see how it came out. Oh yeah, 2526. Now another thing I didn't mention, now there is a maximum case length, and that's 2.102, I think. 2.105. So this is the Winchester case, which is, of course, y'all already saw, way longer than the Hornady. And this one is get squared up on it here. Hard to get on that edge. This one's 2.103, so we're good shape on that. But that's getting a good crimp on them. You can see a good line crimp on there. Bullets seating good in. There's no big bulges or anything. See if I've got another Winchester case right here. Hold my finger over it so yeah, this is the Winchester case right here. Let's do another one of those. And we'll get you guys underway and on your way, so I ain't holding you no longer than I have to. Alright. Decent little crimp on there. 2.529. It may seem like I'm going to the calipers quite a bit, but now guys, I'm telling you, in the long run, it'll pay for itself. Now I've got it set up right now for these Winchester cases because I knew what was going to happen if I get into those Hornadies, and I was set up wrong. So I just want to do these first. Looks good, and I do measure stuff a lot, but hey, that's part of the game. I'm not doing the Hornadies right at the moment because I'll have to reset everything up again. And these first ones that I did, they were all Winchester. But I really like the way these turned out. These are really nice. They'll be fun to shoot, and it saves you a lot of money. If you go buy these right now, they're like 50 bucks a box. And I reloaded them probably for, I don't know, 75 cents a piece. Because the lead, I'm cast my own bullets. The casings, I actually picked these up on a range. Somebody had thrown them away and just didn't want them, and I brought them home and cleaned them up. The only thing I've got in it really is powder and the primer. I may have $1 a piece in them. Or if you go buy go buy them in the gun store or department store, if you can find them, they're going to run you about 50 bucks a box. So, yeah. But y'all, be careful. Any kind of stuff you're doing with cases, pay attention. Measure, 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 measure. And when you think you know that you're right, measure it one more time. Y'all, I hope you got some information from this video. I know it was kind of wonky doing it, but I get nervous when I'm doing this stuff, and I check and I recheck and I check again, because that's the way you got to do if you're going to be safe. But this is the Fat Man. I'm gone. Hey guys, if you liked the video, hit subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell so you get notifications the next time we put out a video. Appreciate you. It's the Fat Man. I'm gone.